ברוכים הבאים, עפרה Haza.
תודה רבה, לחיים.
לחיים. Yes, welcome to my ladder.
Thank you very much.
It's very nice having you here. You know, I was very surprised when I heard Imni Nalu, because I know you from before when you did this sort of Schlager music, actually. And then suddenly it was something very strange. What had happened?
Nothing. I mean, it's me. You know me maybe from the Eurovision contest.
I know you
Yeah.
from, yes, and from your albums in Israel,
Yeah.
which was much more kind of light music, I would say.
Yes, I present Israel in 1983 in the Eurovision contest with a song called Chai, which means to stay alive, and it was very important for me to be in Germany and to sing We Are Still Alive.
Yeah.
And in 1984, when I was in Israel, I recorded the Yemenite album, especially for my parents, as a present for them,
Yes.
to please them, to keep the culture, to keep the songs. And of course, this album became successful in Israel and released in 1985 in London,
Yeah.
England, and then all over the world.
Yes. What does it mean to be a Yemenite girl living in Israel to you?
I was born in Israel,
Mm.
but my parents came to Israel from Yemen, and they brought with them a beautiful culture and beautiful songs. And since I was a little child, I used to hear my mother all the time singing at home, Yemenite Jewish songs. Actually, she was a singer in Yemen, in
Yes.
the traditional weddings and parties. But when they came to Israel, she has to raise 9 children.
Yeah.
So she stayed at home and sang for me. And the Yemenite Jewish songs, they are my roots, my
Yes.
heart, my soul.
And the songs means a lot to the Yemenite Jews, don't they?
Yes, of course. Imni Alu is a song which was written in the 16th century by the greatest poet of the Yemenite Jews, Rabbi Shalom Shabazi. And this is a religious song, faith in God. The meaning is, even if the doors of the generous become locked, the doors of heaven are never. It's a big hope in God that everything will be okay, and we have to be strong to continue to trust God and not to give up.
And the Yemenites weren't allowed to use the instruments, I know. Why?
Yes. You know, they were Jewish in a Muslim country, Yemen, and they were in exile there, and nobody let them to play any instruments there. So at the beginning, when they sang, they played with the hands. And later on, when they find oil, they find a silver tin,
Yes.
they put it on the shoulder and played with the fingers. So the rhythm is very important in the Yemenite songs.
Why are almost all songs love songs?
Not all of them.
No.
Not all of them. Imni Alu is not love song.
Isn't it? It's a
No.
religious song.
Yes, it
But
is.
they are either love songs or religious
Yes,
songs.
Galbi is, for example, in the album Shaddai, there is also song Galbi. This is a love song. This is the first shout of the feminism, actually. It's about a young girl that wants to marry to a young boy, but her parents promised her to another guy bigger than her, and she didn't want him. And she said, my love, my heart loves freedom. Don't stop me from being free.
I know in Israel that you have done movies too. You have done a comedy.
One, it was a comedy,
Yes.
Schlager.
Yes.
It's about, comedy about Travolta and all these dancers and everything. And the other was about a young girl, blind,
Yes.
and not comedy.
And you want to go on to do movies?
Actually, I have a lot of offers lately, and 2 of them are very serious. One is American production, and the other is cooperation, French and British production. And maybe I will do it.
Ofra, you're I would say a megastar in Israel today. Do you see yourself as an ambassador for your country?
Yes, of course. Yes, I feel like ambassador of Israel now.
Yes.
Because people hear about Israel in the television, in radio stations, newspapers, and not all the time in the right way. And I want that people will know that Israel, a very lovely country, and to come and visit us in Israel.
Yes.
And we want so much the peace.
And yes, and I mean, your music is heard all over the Middle East, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes. I mean, I have letters from Egypt, Tunis, Morocco, Kuwait, all the Arabian countries.
Yes.
And they love my music very much.
What could your music mean to them, you? I mean, in a broader sense, not only the music that they hear an Israeli singer.
I mean, they are, most of the countries saying that I'm singer from Yemen,
Yes.
not from Israel. But I am from Israel, and they love my music it is one step more for me.
But how did your old fans react when they heard you being named as the Yemenite dancing queen and singing a medieval song that was turned disco? What did they really think about it?
They are very proud. They are very, very proud because they understand as me that when I did Imnin Alou, a disco version from the Yemenite album, they realized that it's a good opportunity to bring this music to the youngest that maybe will not understand, will not love the traditional album, but they will love this music through the legs, through the discotheques, and for me it was very important.
Thank you.
But before we finish, if you
Yes,
let me,
yes,
I have
yes.
a surprise for you.
You have a surprise?
Yes. I mean, I know you many, many years, and I have your
no,
book,
you mustn't
and I'm
do
a
that.
fan for you.
No,
so
no,
could you
no,
sign
no,
for me?
you mustn't do that. No.
Yes.
I haven't got a pen. I'll sign
Somebody
it
has a
downstairs.
pen here?
Does someone has a pen?
Nobody
you
has a
couldn't
pen.
do that. Oh,
Thank you.
I'll search. Oh, to Ofra
Yes.
with lots of love. Oh, you shouldn't
Thank
do
you.
this on Swedish TV. And this is my ladder, and you're the star.
Oh.
We'll put
Thank
it here.
you. Thank you very much.
L'chaim.
L'chaim again.